Welcome to Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes podcast. I'm Bert Lepore. He's Damian Monte Carlo. We're hanging here with Angry Mike D with a very special guest from season 14 of The Worst Cooks in America, Frankie Meatball. Today, Mafia movies.
All right, everybody, here we are, episode 10, Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes. Today we're talking about, we're going to rank the our top 10 Mafia movies. Like when researching some of this stuff, I mean, a lot of these movies came up as like, if you do a search for top Mafia, mobster movies, like, seems like gangster movies come up, which is like a whole different world. Like, yeah, you know, you find like New Jack City, and that's not Mafia.
We'll do that's a different episode. Yeah. All the Scarface and all that'll be a different episode.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
All right, guys. So let's start off this countdown. Number 10, Mean Streets. What do you got, Damo?
I like this one. It was I like those old, early 70s kind of like gritty movies. It's one of Martin Scorsese's one of his first movies. I think it was like his first big major movie. Yeah, and it was just the first one with Robert De Niro. Yeah, but yeah, it's a great movie, great cast. Harvey Keitel has the starring role, and it's basically about De Niro is sort of like kind of like a punk thug, kind of like derelict type, and his his buddy Harvey Keitel is trying to straighten him out a little bit, and you got all these mobsters after De Niro's character, and I don't know, I just really liked it. It was like the scenery of it, it takes place in Little Italy up in New York. Yeah, which kind of still does look like that to a certain degree, but it's changed like everything else. But it's cool to see. I love New York. I go up there whenever I can. It's cool to see the city looking like that.
I only went to New York once. One time I was in New York. That was it. It was cool, but it was late at night. It was for a show.
Yeah,
I was straight up there.
Do you remember what happened when we first got off the bus? The homeless guy. Welcome to New York. Everything hanging out.
I can only imagine.
What do you got, Frankie? Anything? Mean Streets.
It's okay. I mean, I could take it or leave it, per se. It's an oldie but goodie, but I don't know. It really doesn't do it for me.
Mez for you?
Mez.
How about you, Mike?
Because he goes.
Yeah, I'm with Frankie on this one because I've seen pieces. I might have seen the whole thing. I remember having this on VHS tape as a kid. My grandfather had it on tape. Probably had 2 other movies on there with it. That was like his movie. I was young, so I never really revisited it. But I might give it a shot one day. So, but yeah, didn't really remember much on this one. But this is, I guess, you and Damian picked this. So
yeah, we both picked it. It's a pretty good movie. It talks about Johnny Boy. He's pretty much like one of your jerk off friends. He's just that one jerk off friend that just gets you in trouble, can't stay out of trouble. Really?
We all got them.
He's a likable jerk off.
Right. That's a perfect description.
Yeah. I gotta be somebody's jerk off.
Are you talking about me?
Nah, you're a lovable jerk off. You're lovable, not likable. You're a lovable jerk off.
Yeah, lovable. Jerk off.
But who's in this movie that I absolutely love, and he's my favorite character from Sopranos? David Provel.
Yeah.
Richie Aprile from The Sopranos, greatest actor ever in The Sopranos. I fucking love him in The Sopranos. I thought Richie Aprile was the best.
It, man.
He was the best.
I can't stand him.
He was the best. He was the best.
I didn't like what he did to Beansy. He crippled Beansy.
He got the fucking coffee pot. Didn't he crack him with the coffee pot?
Bada boom.
That's right. So, Janice, what are you looking at? I loved it. That guy's great, man. That guy's great. Harvey Keitel, uncle's, is all mobbed up, and Harvey Keitel's kind of like trying to make his bones. It's not really. They're not mafia guys, but they're connected guys. So Mean Streets, pretty good. It makes number 10. Not too bad. It's worth watching. I love the 70s stuff, so it's worth watching. All right, let's move on to the next one. Number 9. Me and Frankie had this one. Boss of Bosses. Damn, you got anything for this?
Yes.
I don't. I never saw this one, and I I was like, man, the name sounds really familiar. And then I looked it up. It's like, Chaz Palminteri was in it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I kind of remember it. I didn't never saw it, but it definitely did pique my interest, and I probably will check it out now. Though.
Cool, Frankie, what do you got?
I really like it because it gears around a true story about Paul Castellano and how John Gotti took him out and why John Gotti took him out. So it kind of goes along together with, the real life New York Gambinos.
Right. What about you, Mike? Have you ever seen this one?
No, as of recently, I've never even heard of it. But yeah, I mean, I might have to check it out.
It's
There's
great.
some stuff on it. This is good because we get to hear different things at least, and
You get to check out something you haven't
Paul
seen.
check out some different. Yeah.
He wanted to make the mafia more business rather than killing.
Gambino passed away, and he made his brother-in-law the boss instead of Neil Delacroix, which it probably should have been. It probably should have been Delacroix. The cast is good. Chaz Palminteri's in it. He's fantastic in it. It's a pretty good movie. I mean, it's I love all the Gotti stuff that's out there, and that's like it's a different point of view. It's Paul's point of view compared to Gotti's point of view. Almost. But yeah, and then all kinds of crazy stuff. But it was a pretty solid movie. If you haven't seen it, it's worth watching. It's not great, but it's good. It's good enough to watch. All right. With that being said, let's move on to number 8, The Irishman. Damo, what you got?
I love this one, man. When it came out about a year ago on Netflix, long movie, which obviously I don't mind if it's a great movie, and it's like an all. I mean, look at the cast is like it's like an all-star, man. It's like De Niro, Joe Pesci.
There's a lot of people in it. Harvey Keitel.
Harvey Keitel, Al Pacino. I mean, right there. It's like I'm sold, and it's basically about this guy, Frank Sheeran, Philly guy, and his rise, and basically about Jimmy Hoffa also, who's played by Pacino, and it's really good, man. I mean,
he played great.
I thought he was great, and it was cool that they did like started out when they were younger, maybe in their 30s and 40s, and then with the digital CGI stuff, it was kind of cool. I mean, I read some of the reviews when it came out; they were killing it, but I thought it looked good.
What do you got, Frankie?
I like this one. I didn't put it on my list because I felt it was still new. You know what I mean? But I do agree with Damien. It takes place about the Philly guys. You got the Philly mob in there, Angelo Bruno. I like it, but there were certain parts in there that kind of like how they made him look younger was good. But when De Niro went after the grocery guy that pushed his daughter,
that bad kick.
Did you see him trying to kick? He was like, he couldn't even bend his leg back.
Yeah, right.
Like,
come on, stunt leg. We need a stunt leg.
Yeah.
and
he was wearing them lifts too. So that was a little. That was probably the worst part of the movie.
That's right. Yeah.
But speaking about Pacino hands down, excellent role. He plays it good, just like any one of his great movies. Also, a friend of mine actually was in The Irishman. The part with Pacino when they're walking Jimmy Hoffa when he's getting out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy is actually one of the security guards escorting him out.
Oh, cool.
He worked with Pacino. He worked with Martin Scorsese, too.
Nice.
He's also the writer of Street Smart.
What's his name?
Tony Welsh.
There you go. Tony Welsh. Shout out to Tony Welsh. What do you got, Mike, for The Irishman?
Yeah, man, I just recently saw this one, and I think I'm giving a little bit more of a, push on this list because, it was a Philly movie. There's not too many of them around. So, I kind of put this one on there a little maybe premature, but I thought it was really good anyway. It surprised me how good it was. I have a total love-hate relationship with Robert De Niro. So, I mean...
just like everybody.
I thought he was just kind of there in the movie, which was totally fine because that's the way I guess he was. But everybody else in the movie shined really well. It was kind of cool. Very long. Yeah. At certain points, so it was kind of like we had to see people getting in their car, going to the place, getting back in their car, leaving the place. Yeah. Who cares how they got there? They got there. Just show them getting out of the freaking car or whatever. But you could have shaved it about 40 minutes to an hour off of this one easily.
I agree.
But, it kept my attention, even though I had to watch it in 2 nights.
Me too.
So, yeah, I mean, but yeah, I was kind of wondering if it was even CG or just kind of like they had these like rubber masks. I was trying to figure it out watching it. So yeah, I mean, it had a little weird effect to it. It was a little odd at points. It was like visually odd. So
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it overall though.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. It was a little long. Could have been, like Mike said, about 40, 45 minutes shorter. Still was really, really good. It's a movie based on Frank Sheeran, also based on the book I Paint Houses, or I Heard You Paint Houses, from Charles Brant. And it's a good book. If you get a chance.
I'm going to say by looking at your house, Albert, we know you can't paint houses.
I get somebody else to paint them for me. Just didn't happen.
Yeah,
You got a guy. Everybody got a guy, Mike. You got a guy.
You got a guy. It just takes a while for him to get here. Like I said, directed by Scorsese. It was a real good movie. The Jimmy Hoffa part was great, man. He must have been a pain in the ass.
Yeah. You know what? That's something I forgot to mention.
Hardhead, man. He's hardhead. Just let it go.
Dude, you're fucking old. Chill, relax, retire.
I know.
My God, that was just Pacino being Pacino in that whole thing. It was just, the spotlight's going to be on me.
But, it talks about the way Sheeran met up with Buffalino. Buffalino's a pretty big guy. And, yeah, it's cool. I love that they had Angelo Bruno in it. I wish there was more Bruno in it.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It was cool to see something Philly floating in one of these movies. But, yeah, The Irishman, pretty good. I thought pretty good. A little long, but pretty good. Worth a watch on Netflix. All right, let's move on to number 7. One of my favorite movies, Gotti. What do you got, Damo?
Yeah, I mean, up until like a month ago, I didn't even know about this movie. And like you said, you ever see Gotti? I was like, what, that one with John Travolta?
Travolta. Fucking insult.
I can't.
Hey, Gotti. Hey.
So, yeah, you told me about it, and I looked it up. I was like, damn, man, it was really, really good movie. And the one thing that I really liked about it is, like, man, they cast the perfect guys because they looked
awesome.
After the movie, I went back to just to see what they looked like again because I couldn't remember. Man, it was like perfect, spot on. And the other thing was like, if you just like put some Sopranos fan to watch a movie that never even saw this movie, they think they were watching the Sopranos. Every freaking guy is in it.
Yeah, a lot of them are in it.
Yeah, so I really dug this one.
Nice. What do you got, Frankie on Gotti?
I like it. Well, if we're talking about the older one.
Yeah, we're talking on Armando Sante.
The HBO one.
You know how many times I made this list? You know how many times I made this list, and that was on my list. I took it off. I put it on. I took it off. It's one of my favorites. I like that Gotti movie. It tells it tells the story. It's great. It gets you amped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you said, it's like you said, The Sopranos. How many guys were in it? I mean, forget about it.
A lot of them. A lot of them were. What do you got on Gotti, Mike?
Thumbs up on that one.
Yeah, man, I really like this one. And this was one I recently just watched. I mean, Armando Sante, man, he just portrays, he's like freaking intense, man. Just the way he stares and everything like that. Like, he's pretty scary. Like, he's a scary dude if he was pissed off at you.
Yeah.
You know? It's very believable.
Now I smell like a fucking animal. Love that part.
Great movie.
Yeah, man. It's one of my favorites.
I think I'm even going to go as far as saying it's probably even underrated.
Yeah,
man. I mean, I don't get. I mean, they redid it with Travolta. It was more Travolta's version. It was more about his family, not the guys. It was more about the family. I don't know the Travolta version. After seeing the HBO version, it's not even close.
I think it was more about making a bad movie. That's it.
Yeah, man. Armando Sante, perfect. Like Dame said, perfect. Just so good. Yeah. Just so good. Intense. Perfect. And then Vinny Pastore played Quack Quack. That was great, man.
Yeah, he was good. Really good.
That was great. Yeah, there's a lot of familiar faces in there, man. Like I said, a lot of Sopranos guys are in it. And it's a great movie. I don't know why it don't get talked about that much. There was a shitload of Gotti movies that kind of came out. Getting Gotti was one with Lorraine Bracco, and there was a couple of them that were out. But this is
probably like some TV movie or something.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. But if you're going to watch a Gotti movie, the HBO one is the one to watch. Definitely. Hands down, One of the best
Absolutely agree
movies.
with you, Bert.
Yeah, man, it's so good. The acting, Armand Assante just does it. You got that William Forsythe.
Yeah. Oh, he was incredible.
Yeah, he plays the bull. I mean, unbelievable.
Give me the bowl.
Yeah, man. Just great movie. Worth watching. Worth watching. All right, let's move on to number 6, The Departed. What you got, Damo?
Put Scorsese in there, man, and that any movie he makes, I'm sold immediately. It was great, man. I saw it a couple times. Kind of reminded me of Donnie Brasco a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like how it was like the undercover stuff. So it was a little confusing because you had both sides.
Well, he's working. He's kind of working with, working against. You know.
Yeah. But I mean, another one. The cast. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, Mark Wahlberg. I forgot he was in it.
Wahlberg's
Mark
great
Sheen.
in it,
I mean, it's Scorsese gets the best of the best, man. It was just really good.
I got to say, Wahlberg's one of my favorite actors. I love Wahlberg and everything. Ever since Boogie Nights, he's just fucking great.
He's really underrated.
Really good actor, man.
Yeah.
Really, really good. What you got?
Everything he puts out.
Yeah. What do you got, Frankie? Anything on this one?
I think it's absolutely fucking brilliant. The story is brilliant. The way you got an undercover cop in the mafia, and then you got and then the opposite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, I mean, and then the acting. When one of my favorite parts is when Jack Nicholson and what the hell's that? With the DiCaprio.
Yeah.
When he was trying to tell him he was the rat.
Yeah.
And he was shitting his pants.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite. The gun drops.
Great. Or like the line.
Jack Nicholson was great, man.
Yeah.
What's the line in the movie? You know, I'll take a cranberry juice. Yeah. What are you on your period? That's like a classic line, you know. What are you on your period?
Right.
Your fucking shine box.
And he smashes the glass right over his head.
It's fucking great, man. It's great. What do you got, Mike, for The Departed?
You got to do those things, man.
Yeah, man, I really like this one. It was a more recent movie, and I think I've only seen it like once or twice, but this was really good. This is just a lot of things you just remember from this one. You know, it's pretty much all about rats.
Yeah.
You know?
You got a boss ratting on, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
A lot of twists in this. It was a good movie. Really good movie.
I mean, Frank Costello is loosely based on Whitey Bulger from the Irish Mob. So, it's a real good story. I like how many twists and turns it has. I mean, people are getting shot out of nowhere. You know, like the part where Matt Damon, it's like, what the hell's going on? It's like, it surprises you. It really, really does.
You know, who thought Leonardo was going to get it at the end of that?
Right. It's crazy.
It's like, whoa. I'm sorry for giving away spoilers here, but it's an old movie, so
it's an old movie.
Fuck you saw it already.
Spoiler alert.
But
if you didn't see it now, then don't fucking watch.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, there's so many twists and turns in that movie. It really is. And like how, you know, they plant Matt Damon's the mole, where he gets planted, you know, in the police, and crazy. And like he brought him up to do that part, you know, to play that part since he was young. And just a really good movie. If you haven't seen The Departed, definitely worth seeing, man. Definitely. All right, let's move on to number 5, Donnie Brasco. What do you have, Damo?
Yeah, I think this one, again, man, I want to sound like a broken record every movie.
Yeah.
All these actors, man. Pacino, I'm sold. I don't care what he does. I don't care if he's, you know, cartoon character. He's a cartoon character in every movie anyway.
I'm brushing my teeth, you know.
This was good, man. It was like, you know, Johnny Depp's character goes undercover, and then he gets, you know, he kind of really likes this guy, you know, Pacino's, you know,
man,
character that he wants to bust, and then he kind of, you know, it feels like at the end, like he kind of like wants to, you know,
join. He wants to get in,
like be in the mob.
Yeah,
you know, that's how it kind of felt. Yeah, but,
absolutely.
I liked it when it came out. Sort of a little underrated. I mean, I don't really hear too much about it. You know. I don't really think of Johnny Depp as like playing an Italian, but I thought he did a respectable job.
Yeah,
it worked.
I mean, come on, that guy, whatever he plays, he's good. He's very versatile.
Yeah.
Fucking Edward Scissorhands, right? Forget about it.
He shoots the gun. He cuts the hair. Hey, what the fuck? Yeah. He's good with his hands, that Johnny Depp. He's good with his hands.
Yeah, right?
The ladies love him. Unbelievable.
In a live interview with the real Donnie Brasco, Joe Pistone, he said that he didn't have any emotion feeling towards Lefty, which I think was bullshit.
Bullshit, yeah. Bullshit.
Right.
And if he's listening to this, I call him out on that bullshit.
Bullshit.
Because he spent 7 years with one guy, hand on hand, right? I mean,
It looked like they were close. Yeah, looked like they were close. Mike, what do you got on Donnie Brasco?
Yeah, man, this was a really good movie. This might have been Johnny Depp's last normal role.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's not much more I could really elaborate on. You got, hey, great movie though.
Donnie Brasco, great movie. Joseph Pistone, based on his story. Yeah, real good. I mean, same thing. Cast, Michael Madsen. Oh, great, man. Just the cast is good. I like that it was. It showed you the struggle part, where Goodfellas shows you just the good times and and the fun, and it showed you the struggle. It showed you what you had to do to get by, what you had to make. The part where you said we're smashing whatever to get nickels or quarters out of the machine. Hey, that's probably not far-fetched, but it showed you the struggle. To me, that was more real than a Goodfellas or something like that. Where Goodfellas just showed you, hey, we're all having a good time. That showed you a little more in ins and outs. But yeah, I mean, I think he definitely wanted to become a part of it and just got pulled out at the right time for himself, I guess. But he was definitely going that way, man. That scene where they get the Asian guy. Oh, he was going that way.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
Crazy. I like when Pacino tells me he dresses like a goddamn cowboy. That was great. What are you, a cowboy? Because he's wearing the jeans.
Why is guy never dresses like that, Donnie?
Or like the old thing which we do. We do to all our family and friends. It's your birthday. It's $100. Next week's my birthday. You give me the $100 back. It's like
Oh yeah, what about the Christmas?
Yeah.
He's like, got a couple of fazos. He goes, it's in your inside pocket. He grabs it.
Yeah, I just gave you $300. I'll take the $300. Let me borrow them $300. I'll give it right back. It's great. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, and it's probably closer than you think, But yeah, man, Donnie Brasco, great movie. Hopefully, I would think anybody watching this has seen that movie. Really good movie. Okay, moving on to the next one. Number 4, A Bronx Tale.
Great movie, man. I mean, it's just really well done. And, De Niro's in it, but he's not playing the gangster this time.
Right.
He plays like the total opposite.
Straight guy. He plays the straight guy.
Yeah, man, I really felt bad for him, in this movie. Like how his son is sort of like, I don't know, he's kind of not really doesn't want to go with the straight ahead life. He wants to be like, all the mob guys in the neighborhood, and he kind of like shuns his dad, it feels like. But it's great movie, man.
Definitely one of the best. What do you got, Frankie?
Yeah.
Again, I like it. The cast is great. Sonny, Chaz Palminteri, that was the first movie I seen with him in it. And let me tell you, forget about it. It was really good. The storyline is great. You know what I mean? Wasted talent. He's getting an education, a real education and a street education. Mm-hmm. And the white man's a sucker. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it's my daughter's favorite Mafia movie of all time. She's all into the Mafia movies, Godfathers, all of them, everything. But I like it. It's a great movie. But for me, I think I watched it one too many times. It's a little playback.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But great movie. I mean, I can't say one bad thing about it. But one thing. Did you guys ever see the one-man show?
No, he does it himself. No.
Is that
guys, it is amazing. It's better than a fucking movie. I've seen it twice.
It's just him playing every part of it, or what?
Yeah, it's him telling the whole story.
Really?
Yeah,
I never seen it.
It's really good.
That's
really
what,
good.
like a narrator, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like we're talking. He's telling us the story, and it's funny because he does the beginning. He says, "Yeah, even you can hear the guys romancing the girls. Yeah, get in the fucking car." I'm Marine. But yeah, guys, you get a chance to see it. I just got tickets for it, but it's been I'm taking my daughter. This will be the third time I'm seeing it. He's playing in Millville. It's rescheduled for July 2021.
Nice.
July 30th. If you guys want to go, I'll look at the tickets. I'll tell you where to go if you want to get tickets.
Where's that, New York?
No. In Millville, New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
That might be worth going
right?
to, yeah.
And I even told my buddy about it, and he said he never saw it. He was in the movie.
Joe, Dono, hey, says last name, Donofrio, maybe? Is it? Donofrio.
Yeah.
He also played Joe Pesci's character as a kid, right?
Yeah, young
Goodfellas.
Tommy.
Little Tommy. It's okay. He runs away. Yeah.
What, you got permission from your mother?
Yeah. What's he play? He plays Slick in this movie, right?
Yeah.
In Bronx
yeah.
He plays Slick.
Yeah.
He's cool, man. Very good stuff. I seen that you were doing some acting stuff with him. I thought that was pretty cool. You were trying, you were learning a little bit.
I just took the class just to meet the guy. $300 for 5 weeks. Fuck.
That's great, man. That's great. We're going to we're gonna go to Michael in Bronxdale. What do you got, Mike?
Yeah, man, really great movie. It's some memorable quotes in there. We've been mushed. It's got to be it. I like this. Yeah, man, I like the scene where the bikers go in the bar and they were asked to leave, and then they lock the doors on, and now you can't leave, and that was it.
Great.
Yeah,
that's great. Like the characters.
Yeah,
Coffee Cakes. Mm-hmm. Great character. Eddie Mush.
Yeah, the
great character. But yeah, dude. Like we even what was the line with I don't know if it was Slick or his buddy. I forget the other guy's name. Where he tells, if she goes down on the old brush,
Crazy Mario.
Mario.
Crazy Mario.
The jerk off.
See, listen to me. The jerk off.
Great movie. Definitely a great movie. Okay, we're gonna move on to number 3. Casino. What you got, Damo?
We got another Scorsese film with all the same actors that are in every Scorsese film. This is probably next to The Godfather. This is probably my favorite one, it basically follows De Niro's character, Ace Rothstein, who's based on Frank Rosenthal. He was he ran a casino, the Stardust in Vegas, like in the late 70s, early 80s, and basically follows him around. And obviously, Joe Pesci is like the hot-headed mobster, and he's like a real prick in this one. Great. Sharon Stone is great.
Yeah.
James Woods plays like her slimy kind of
he's
guy on
a
the
strapper
side.
in this movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long movie. It's not one of those long epic movies, but I never get tired of watching it. Great movie.
James Woods, like the typical suitcase pimp in this movie.
Yeah, it's like a scumbag.
Oh, he's the worst. He needed a watch. He needed a suit. Yeah, man. But Mike, what do you got for Casino?
Well, I mean, I'm going to be the odd man out on this one because it's
of course
always, but it didn't make my list, and not because I'm going to say I really didn't like it, but because it didn't have the impact on me. Like I think I've seen it once, and then I've seen it like in pieces. It was never like I can't make a really judge on this one, so
Dane,
it didn't give me that memorable feel.
Dane, put him in the bathroom.
Any bushes in there, it's not going to fit.
Put him in the bathroom. How could you not like Casino? Come on.
Gotta watch it again. Give it another chance.
You know what's funny? We not argue, but we went back and forth on. He don't like the Raging Bull. How the freak don't you like the Raging Bull?
I don't know. It wasn't.
Are you out of your mind?
You know,
I can't believe it.
Because it's black and white.
No, it has nothing to do with. I could watch black and white films. It just like I don't know. By the time I watched it, I think it was just so hyped up. It was just felt like it was overrated. So.
One of my favorite sayings is in that movie.
Cocksucker.
They're miserable. They're miserable. You know why they're miserable? Because the mothers take it in the ass.
Eventually, we'll do something on that. That's a great movie. But
I think it came off too cartoony for me. Maybe that was it.
I loved it.
It was over the top. It was a bit over the top.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great, man. But going back to Casino, fantastic movie, man. I mean, just such a good movie. The acting, great. Joe Pesci's great in it. I mean, everybody. Sharon Stone was unbelievable in it. Unbelievable. Yeah. I like when you watch it. It comes on TV every once in a while, and they cut out stuff. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about a half an hour long.
He's like, peekaboos, use. You know, it's like they cut out. How can you cut it? How can you put it on TV? All the cursings out. That's like the part of it.
Yeah.
Listen, we curse. That's the way, we curse. You can be a professional as you want. This is how you really talk. You talk like you talk. But right. you cut it out of TV. It's like, come on. But let me go to Frankie. What do you got on Casino, Frankie?
Casino, absolutely love the movie, just like everybody else.
Except Mike.
Except me.
Yes,
Wacko.
Joe Pesci's character in this, speaking about over the top, is amazingly over the top. Great. Is this your pen? Why don't you take that pen and shove it up your race? Oh my God, he was all over him.
Yeah. Dude, how about the line when he's playing cards and the guy comes in and goes, look at this fucking beauty.
How about the cowboy?
I lost my shit. You had your feet up.
You shit-kicking motherfucker, you.
There's so many good lines in that movie, man.
I love when he's got that guy's head in the vice.
Yeah.
Charlie M. You make me pop your eyeball out for Charlie M. Motherfucker, fuck my mother.
Fuck me, fuck my mother.
I love when he tells the banker. He says, I'm going to come down there and you're going to have my money. And if you don't have my money, I'm going to crack your fucking head. And then I'm going to go to jail. And just about when I'm getting out of jail, you'll be coming out of your fucking coma. And if you don't have my money, I'll put you right back in the fucking coma.
Great. I mean, really, for Joe Pesci, between that and Goodfellas, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Great characters, man. Great characters.
Sean Box.
Yeah. But Casino, man, it's a long movie, but it don't feel long. It don't really feel long. I think everybody loves Casino except the guy who don't like nothing over there. Angry Mike.
I like Little Penny over here.
Still trying to get points with my dog. Not to jump off the subject for a little bit, but I got 2 dogs, right? 2 Chihuahuas. I took them both to the vet yesterday, and I decided I got new names for them now. I call her 136 and I call him 185 because that's what it cost me at the fucking vet yesterday each. Shit on the pad again, 136, 185. You're pissed in the hallway. They're going to be the new nicknames.
No, you better play those numbers. Johnny Biscuit hit for 200.
Get your money back.
I'm looking to get a PlayStation 5. These dogs cost me 300.
Trade them in.
That's the PlayStation money.
I love them though.
Dog for your PlayStation 5.
Look how cute she is. She's cute. Probably the most quotable movie ever. Goodfellas. What do you got, Damo?
Well, again, how many Scorsese films are on this list?
8 out of 10, probably.
Yeah. and guess what? De Niro's in it, and Joe Pesci's in it again. It's just all the same guys.
Yeah. Which is good. Guess what? You get used to the guys. It's easy to watch. Like when Rob Zombie has a lot of the same cast. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I do.
I'm not complaining about it. Like, I remember the first time I saw Casino, I thought it was like a sequel to Goodfellas.
Right?
All the same people are in it. Yeah, but Ray Liotta, man, he plays almost like a like real tense. It kind of reminds me of Sharon Stone's character in a way. Like, I keep on saying, like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? You know, they keep on doing stupid shit throughout the whole movie. It's like, But yeah, it's based on Henry Hill.
Henry Hill.
You know, based on his story. And again, a lot of these guys you find in The Sopranos too. You know, Michael Imperioli's in it.
Great.
Paulie Walnuts.
Paulie Walnuts in it for a second, yeah.
Vinny Pastori's in it.
He shows up with the fur coats or whatever. Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson, he's in it.
Yeah. Oh shit. What was his character's name again? Stacks. You're always late, Stacks.
Make the coffee to go.
That guy's great. They stuck him in the freezer. What's Frank?
They had
Garbone. Garbone. I thought you wanted me to take the coffee to go. You fucking nut.
It's a joke.
I mean, two times.
How great is it, dude? When they're like talking about everybody, I
love that stuff.
It's so good.
Yeah,
there's so many great characters. There really is. What do you got, Mike, for Goodfellas?
Nah, I fucking hated this movie. Nah, I'm kidding.
That's right.
This is one of my favorite movies, man. This is just what, like, I can't tell you how many times you just flip the channel and this is on, just stays on.
Yeah.
You know, so many memorable quotes from this movie. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic movie, man. Fantastic movie, and it's one of those things where if you're around, like if four of us were hanging out, we're going to quote the movie sometime in the night. It just happens. It happens no matter who you're with. Some line comes up, especially with the guy with the white hair. One dog goes that way, one dog goes this way. And he says, what do you want from me? Like just the quotes in the movie.
Again, the story of your life there.
Yeah.
One dog goes this way, one dog goes that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, leaving nuggets. But yeah, Goodfellas was such a good movie, man. It really was. You know what's funny, though? The part, and my wife was just breaking my stones about this earlier, because I always complain at the ending. Once the helicopters all start, I'm like, then I get kind of uninterested. I love it up to that part that I'm like,
Right.
Uninterested. The movie's over at that point, though.
Yeah, but
Joe Pesci gets shot. That's it. You're done.
Because you know what's going to happen. Yeah, it's just not a good way to go out. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I was like, But I'll tell you what, Debbie Mazar looked great in it. Oh, my God. She looked fantastic. You guys remember her, right?
No.
She played the girlfriend of the girlfriend that he was sleeping with after.
Oh, that's it.
The dark-haired girl that was helping him out at the end. She looked great. She was in Entourage. She was in a bunch of stuff. She was in one of the Batmans. Yeah, really, really good actor, too. Okay, so we're going to move on to number one. Take a guess.
Wait a minute. What, you put me on a pay me no mind list?
Oh, I skipped you. I skipped you. Go get your fucking shine box. I thought you didn't know. I don't roll the meatballs no more. Somebody else does. Go get your fucking spatula. What do you got, Frank?
I don't know, but you've been away a long time. Nobody went up there to tell you I don't flip burgers no more.
That's right. What do you got, Frankie?
What can I say? It's been said already.
After all that,
I got to say one thing, Frankie.
After all that, you come up with that.
You are a funny guy, Frankie.
You're a funny guy, Frank.
Fuck yourself, Tommy. Just once, I wish I was big. Just once.
Oh my God, hilarious. You know what? It's weird the way, because I guess when we switch the camera thing, we go in order, and usually I'm last, and it's like it's out of order now, so I'm going clockwise.
You forgot. Yeah.
It's all fucked up. Yeah. Little technical difficulties here. Sorry about
Spider,
that.
what am I on a pay me no mind list, Spider? I wish I was big just once.
Just once. All right, we're going to move on to number one. The Godfather epic. What do you got, Damo?
greatest one-two punch
1-2.
in movies, man. It was probably like the best movie ever, I think. I actually like the second one a little bit better because I like the backstory.
Yeah.
And there was even a version that they put on TV once in a while where it's like in chronological order.
Yeah.
That's the epic. I think that's the epic. It goes straight
that's
through.
the one you got to see. I mean, talk about one-liners. I mean,
Yeah.
leave the gun, take the cannoli. I mean, there's so
Yeah, it's
many.
another line, yeah.
Luca Brasi swims with the fishes.
Luca!
Yeah, I just love it, man. I saw the last night or the night before. I saw the new Godfather 3, the re-edit, and it's still a stinker.
Really? I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's got a
Nothing
new beginning.
different. Really?
Well, they just like changed things around. Like they took some shit out, like 20 minutes out of it, but all the movies there. I mean, it just
still didn't. Still was like a love story. you know? Yeah. What do you got, Mike, for Godfather?
Love this movie, man. It was a great movie. Just the first two were just epic. And I mean, like Damien said, memorable quotes, memorable scenes. Yeah, I'll even say that Fredo guy moved on to good things at CNN now.
Fredo. That's right. They call him Fredo. Don't call me Fredo. Yeah, that guy.
Good things he moved on to.
Yeah, we got that saying in the house. I tell my kids, don't be a fucking Fredo, you hear me?
Yeah.
But he's smart. I'm smart.
I'm your big brother, Mike.
I'm smart.
Yeah. Oh, well, before I even go into what I think of Godfather, Damien texted me the other night and says, you know what? I must not like Talia Shire because she's a pain in the ass in this movie, too.
Dude. In 2 and 3, and it's part of the first one, she's just fucking annoying, man. I just can't.
I can't.
You know what? Yeah, I don't think it's the Adrian character. I don't think it's the Connie. I think it's just her. She just annoys me, man. She's just always like a nag, always does stupid shit. I don't know. But her brother is Francis Ford Coppola, so that's probably how she got in the movie.
Yeah. Who else? You said Mike Nicolas Cage is related too, right? Which is crazy.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
His cousin.
Really?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I remember the first time I seen him, he was flipping burgers, Frank, in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
Crazy. He had like a bit part in like one of those movies. But
yeah,
man, Godfather 1 and Godfather 2. I actually prefer Godfather 2 more than 1. But if you watch the epic chronological order, my dad used to watch it like once a year. He had the box set and he used to watch it. Be like, no, you got to watch it this way,
Yep.
Yeah.
But great, man. I mean, everybody was in it, was fantastic. Fantastic. Part 3, it was okay. It just was nowhere near as good.
Yeah. It wasn't a terrible movie.
Part 3 continues the story. It tells you the story. But again, it wasn't as good as the others. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it plays its part. I feel it plays its part
It does.
in the saga.
Yeah, because if there wasn't a part 3, you're going to want to know what happened.
What happens? Yeah.
To him. Yeah.
What happens? So, one of my favorite characters in the whole movie is James Caan. James Caan was great, man. He was just fantastic.
Robert Duvall too, man. They should have put him in the third one. They couldn't agree on money or something. Like, just pay the guy. Dude, the movie's going to make $1 billion. Just
no matter
pay
what.
the guy what he wants. It's like,
if you could bring back a guy like that and doing from a movie from the 70s and then still some of the same cast.
I think Andy Garcia played a great part of Sonny's kid.
He was
great.
really good.
Andy Garcia is great.
Good. And
he's real good.
He's a
Joe
fucking
Montana
psycho,
was pretty good too. Joe Montana, Joey Zaza.
Yeah.
Now he was like he was supposed to be like a John Gotti type.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like the fame and all that stuff. Always in the spotlight.
Hey, Dave, the guy that plays his bodyguard, isn't he a boxer?
Who? I don't know. The tall guy.
The guy that was with Joey Zaza with craters in his face and all.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The
I don't remember.
looking guy.
I don't remember. Yo, did you guys notice? I'm sure he's noticed by now. In the second Godfather, Hyman Ross, main man was Johnny Ola, who was Uncle Junior from The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Johnny Ola.
Yeah.
Such a great name.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome name. Awesome.
Yeah.
Such a great movie. I'm sure everybody that's listening right now has seen The Godfather 1 and 2. They're both awesome movies and a must-see. Definitely a must-see. But that's our countdown for the Mafia movies. We're going to move on to a couple other things right now. So let's move on to funny Mafia movies. What do you got, Mike? I'm going to go with you first.
Me? How do you just, number one would have to be Johnny Dangerously.
Great
movie.
Movie.
I had that on my list. My mother left that off the list once.
His real list.
Just once.
The explosion goes off. I thought I had my dork in my hand.
Great movie. Come on. Should have been on the list, but.
Great movie. What do you think, Dave? How about you? Remember Johnny Dangerously?
I do remember it. I saw it. Man, I was like 10 years. I don't know, 10 years old. I watched. I was like, "What the hell am I doing watching a movie?"
It's
like
hilarious.
that? It was good.
You know what though? I probably watched that movie more than any movie on the list. So.
There you have it. How about you, Frank? You remember that?
I never even saw it. I never saw it.
Oh, it's a great movie.
You got to be kidding me.
It is.
You fargan ice hole.
You'll love it. What was his name? Boney Maroney? Not Boney Maroney. What was his name?
It was something Maroney. Yeah. I remember.
Frank, you got to watch it as soon as possible. Yeah. It's fucking hilarious. Dave, you got any funny Mafia movies?
Yeah. Weekend at Bernie's.
I consider it a Mafia movie.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, you guys, you know what? You want to laugh? I just watched that with my kids last weekend.
Come on, they're both classics. 1 and 2.
You guys showing the classics.
Dude, when that movie came out, I was pissing myself. Even though it was stupid, I was pissing myself.
The walk.
He's sitting there, he's like bouncing around.
Such a pet. And he had a good mustache there.
Great mustache.
Yeah.
Great mustache. But how about Wise Guys? You guys remember Wise Guys at all?
I never saw that. I remember.
Piscopo, wasn't it?
That was with Piscopo, yeah. That was with Piscopo. Lou Albano from wrestling was in it.
Captain Lou.
Wow, I don't remember that.
DeVito.
Danny DeVito. That was the thank you, Mr. Acavano. No, thank you, Mr. Acavano. That's a good one. That's a good one. Anybody else got anything off this?
You remember Bugsy Malone?
You were saying something about the kids, right? They're like kids.
I believe it was like Scott Baio, maybe Jodie Foster. I can't remember if anybody else big was in that. Yeah. But they were kids, and I remember they, instead of like shooting the guns and stuff, they were throwing pies or whipped cream or something. And the whole cast was kids. That was it. And they were acting like tough gangsters and stuff. It was kind of like, it was a really weird movie.
That's funny, man. How about Analyze This and Analyze That? I love both of them.
Who you watching?
I never saw them.
What?
No, I wasn't a big fan.
Come on. They were great.
Yeah, never saw them.
Dude, the best line. Because it's like a little takeoff of some of the Soprano stuff too, where Billy Crystal is like the shrink and De Niro is like the boss, and he comes in and Billy Crystal's kid overhears him talking to his patients, the father. So he comes down, he tells somebody, he's like, "Yo, my dad has a patient that dreams he shits trout." Fucking dying. Great movie.
The second one. The second one where his father dies,
right?
De Niro gets out of jail. He's upstairs banging that chick. He comes down with a robe and they're all in the
the old sausage. That's the old sausage. He's hung like a horse. You can hang a towel on that. He said.
Hit the pillow.
Yeah. I love both of those movies. Yeah. I'm almost positive. I forget the actress's name, but I think the actress in the second one who plays the female boss is the girlfriend or wife in Raging Bull. And the blonde in Raging Bull.
You're right.
She's got that distinctive voice. Vicky. And she did a sitcom with Dice Clay too, I think, after that.
Kathy Moriarty.
Kathy Moriarty, I think that's it. Yep.
Yeah.
Vicky, she was in Raging Bull, right?
Yeah.
Vicky.
Yeah.
Truce, Vicky. Truce.
The steak's done. Don't overcook it. The steak's
What
done.
are you doing? Bring it over here.
Now.
I'm an animal, Larry. I'm an animal. Your mother's an animal, Larry.
Great, man. It's great.
Would
Yeah.
it be wrong to would it be wrong to say like fucking Casino and Goodfellas? They're pretty comical.
Yeah, well, you can't put them in there. They have
Some good fucking
spots.
shit in it,
Yeah,
you know
we're
what I mean?
talking like
Yeah.
slapsticky, like.
Yeah. The last one I got is, did anybody see Mickey Blue Eyes?
No, but I remember it.
That's a funny one too, man.
Married to the Mob?
Yeah,
Married to the
I
Mom
never
as
seen
well?
Married to the Mom.
Yeah.
I never seen that one with what's her name from Scarface? What is her name? I haven't seen her in a long time.
God. I got to look it up.
She was in Grease too, also.
Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer.
Michelle
There you
Pfeiffer.
go.
Gangster's
How about,
Paradise.
How about Oscar with Sylvester Stallone?
I never
Oh,
seen
yeah,
that.
That was fun. Sonny's in that.
You know, I wonder why he,
Sonny's in there.
I
he's
never
never
seen
been
that.
in a like real mob movie. Stallone.
Not that I know. Oh, it maybe Bullet to the Head, which I never seen. I don't know if that is or not.
Get Carter's pretty good. You ever see Get
Get
Carter?
Carter. Yeah.
Get Carter.
That was
Get
good.
Shorty. Get Shorty was another
Get
one. I
Shorty,
don't remember
that's-
too
it's
much of
comedy.
it though.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't smoke no more. I don't want a shorty.
All right. Since we're talking about the mafia movies and stuff like that, let's move on to like some sayings that Italians say that everyday people say differently than I guess us. You know. So I'm going to start off with the first one. I want to say people say calamari. We say galamad. You know,
Right.
galamad.
That's how my grandma used to say it. They
Yeah,
laugh
Galamad.
at me at work.
Galamad.
Why you say it
Yeah.
like that? My
Yeah.
grandma says it like that.
Yeah.
Or she used to.
Or you would hear like, you know, they had the old broken English and they'd be like, they never like finish the words. It would be like stick it in the freeze instead of freezer. Stick it in the freeze.
The
I
ice
love
box.
Yeah, the ice box. How about you, Mike? You got anything for
Oh,
this
yeah,
one?
definitely we're going to have some manicotti.
Yeah, manicotti.
Manicotti. The manicotti.
That's my fucking
man
ears
got-
when you say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
manicotti.
Oh, you know what? My Blue Heaven. How could you forget?
Oh,
My
great
Blue
movie.
Heaven?
Great
Right.
movie. With what's his name?
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Rick Moranis.
Great movie. Great. Him playing in the town was hilarious.
Rick Moranis is great.
There's so many good quotes in that movie.
Yeah, right?
Ah, so many quotes in that movie, man.
How about some
Just
prosciutto?
yeah.
Gabagool.
It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
bad, it's funny. It's so bad, it's funny. Gabagool, prosciutto.
Yeah.
There's just so many different, you know, we say everything totally different. You know,
How about regut?
we're good.
Cottage cheese.
Yeah,
Ricotta,
Let
me
yes.
we're good.
Yeah. Regut.
I said mozzarella.
Mozzarella, yeah,
Mozzarella.
yeah.
I want to get some mozzarella. Put some mozzarella on that. Mozzarella. Where the
There's-
fuck you from?
There's so many of them.
There really is, man. There's yeah. So I mean, you know, instead of handing me the remote control, hand me the remote. You know, it's like you never get up the phone. Give me the
The
remote.
Momo.
Give me the remote.
Talking about how people talk. How about the way South Philly people talk? Water,
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Water.
well,
doing
I think I'm saying it right. I don't know.
pretzel, bagel.
This is,
One
this
time-
is like, you could listen to this show, and this is South Philly right here.
Yeah.
I was
We
in
might have
Vegas one time. I was at dinner, and the waitress says, "Can I get you anything?" I was like, "Yeah, can I get a glass of water?" She was like, "Excuse me?" I was like, "I'm sorry. Can I get a glass of water?"
Really? Water
Water.
sounds right to me. Water
Yeah,
sounds
water.
right.
Yeah, water.
Yo, I was in on my going back like 20 something years. I was on my honeymoon, right? And we went to Disneyland or whatever. So we're out in Disneyland, and we went to a restaurant that looked like this fancy restaurant. So we sat down, we ordered our stuff, and I ordered shrimps and macaroni. You know, not shrimps, scallops and macaroni. Dude, they came out. It was just scallops with like dry pasta, and I was like, "You got gravy?" And they're like, "What?"
They
You
probably
want
brought the
butter?
brown
Butter?
gravy.
No.
Brown, yeah, turkey gravy.
Do you got great? I'm like,
What
what
do
are
you
you
call it?
talking about? I'm like, I looked at my wife and said, I can't fucking eat this.
Would they bring you out some ketchup?
He would have loved it.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, dude, they came out. I couldn't believe it. I was like, nah. They were like, oh, you mean marinara? Yeah, I guess marinara.
Yeah.
How about Paulie Walnuts when he goes to Italy with Tony Soprano? You got some macaronis?
And you know what? It's so true because I went to Italy one time, like 15 years ago, and we went to an Italian restaurant, and I wanted like spaghetti and meatballs in Italy. But I was in northern Italy, so it's a little different. But anyway, I ordered, dude, they come out with this giant fucking bowl of meatballs. There must be 30 meatballs in there and this giant plate of spaghetti. It's like they knew it was just for me.
Right.
It's like, is this how they do shit? Like, I'm thinking it's gonna be totally different, like something my grandma would make.
Right.
But like their style. But it was totally. It reminded me of Paulie Walnuts being in
yeah.
They probably said, "Let's fuck with this Americano over here."
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're American in town, so.
Let me ask you this. We're talking about macaronis and all that, right? What do you call it? You call it sauce or gravy?
Gravy.
Yeah.
Gravy.
You know
Frank
what I
calls it-
call it, right?
I'm not buying I'm not buying the gris sauce. I like the gravy.
I don't like the fight. I like the sauce. That's what the meatball calls it.
It's gravy, dude. Even when it's on pizza, it's still gravy, even though it's pizza sauce, I guess.
Yeah, right.
It's still gravy,
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I got one more thing for you guys. As far as I know, they're starting to do the Sopranos movie. What are your expectations with that, Damo?
It's a prequel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be great.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I'm a sucker for prequels, like anything that tells a story, like
Explains the story. Yeah.
Yeah. What how do they
And
get
his
to
son. Isn't his son playing him?
I think Gandolfini's son might be playing him. Yeah, that might be
Oh,
true.
really?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I didn't see too much of who's going to be in it or nothing like that. I think there's either they started shooting or they're going to start shooting this film soon.
I guess it's going to be mainly about like his uncle, right? Because his uncle was the boss.
Yeah, probably
Uncle
him growing
June
up.
and his father.
Yeah, and his
Yeah.
father. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know how. I don't know how it goes, but it should be really, really, really cool. Like, all right. So, what do you guys think here? We got a couple minutes left here for the spoiler thing. Tony Soprano, did he die? Frankie first.
Wow. I'd like to say no, but you can't just get away with everything he's done after that whole big thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he did make a good deal with everybody else. So, I mean, I got mixed. Half of me says yeah, half of me says no, because I like the guy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
How about you,
But
Mike?
the lifestyle always catches up to you.
Yep.
What do you got, Mike?
I think he died. I think he knew it was going to happen eventually, but it was just the when and where. But yeah, I think the lights go out, the credits, he's gone.
Yeah.
Right. How about you, Damo?
Tony Soprano swims with the fishes.
Yeah, I think so too. If you're looking back at it, of course, I did some YouTube stuff and looked at all kinds of shit before.
Yeah.
But if you look at it and they kind of go back to some of the scenes with the members only jacket, the guy Deanne has a members only jacket. The way it's filmed, you can see everybody coming through the door. The one guy that's wearing that members only jacket that comes through the door, AJ's coming at the same time, so you really don't see that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of slips in. He's at the table. Tony's facing everybody except for him. And then when he goes out to the bathroom, you don't see it coming. And then
That's when he gets him. Yeah.
right, it's where he gets him. And the part where I guess what's the name's character, Bacala, is talking to him and says, when it happens, he's like, I don't think you feel anything. I think everything goes black kind of deal. Everything just stops.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the last thing when his daughter came through the door, that's when it happened.
Yeah.
So a
That's
lot
what
of
I thought,
people
yeah.
hated that ending. I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I loved it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you want to see something happen, but at the same time, it's leave it to your imagination.
Right.
Yeah.
Guess
Right,
what,
so-
though? We're still talking about it right now. So
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Look at it years later. I think it's a much better ending than anybody thinks.
It's a great
Yeah.
ending. It ends.
Mhm.
It ends his story.
Mm-hmm.
It totally ends the story. Like, you guys ever watch 6 Feet Under? That HBO show,
Yes.
6 Feet Under?
Yes.
Probably the greatest ending to a series ever.
You know, I never seen the last season.
The last episode, all the main characters, it shows you how they pass away. It goes through their whole story, like quickly, but it goes through their whole story. It's one of the greatest finales ever because it actually, you know, I hate movies that leave you totally hanging. Like the Sopranos thing with, you know, with the TV show, I kind of had an idea when it was either two things, you know, life goes on, nothing happens, or he's gone. And I believe he's definitely gone at that point.
Yeah.
All right, guys, another episode of Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes. We'll see you next week. See you next week. Jeez.
See ya.
That's bad. Thanks,
See ya.
guys. See you. Bye-bye.